Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're diving deep into data engineering and Apache Spark. Knowing Spark is almost, well, it's pretty much a baseline expectation now, isn't it? Which really begs the question, how do you truly distinguish yourself? How do you go beyond just being competent to, indispensable? We're going to explore what separates the real Spark veterans from the very large crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. What we're really exploring here is that strategic mix, that sort of alchemy. How do you fuse deep, practical, battle-tested experience with the right targeted certifications? It's about transforming someone who just uses Spark into a true architect of data solutions, becoming not just good, but really profoundly impactful.
And Apache Spark, I mean, it's undoubtedly become the backbone of modern big data, no question. It's powering machine learning, complex analytics, real-time processing. It's everywhere across industries globally. But varied success, its ubiquity has created this fascinating challenge, right? In a market that's kind of fled with Spark knowers, how do enterprises and how do you, as an individual, tell the difference between genuine mastery and just sort of basic familiarity? How do you get past just reading the manual to really understanding the engine, every little hum and shudder?
Right. And what's fascinating here is how certifications, especially from platforms like Databricks or, the major cloud providers, they offer that critical first layer, validation. For hiring managers, that's a big time saver, and it reduces risk significantly. It signals a standardized understanding of the core concepts. Certified engineers, generally speaking, they often hit the ground running faster. They tend to adhere to best practices more instinctively, and they can usually navigate Spark's, let's face it, vast architecture with a bit more confidence.
Okay, so certifications lay a crucial foundation. That makes sense. But they don't tell the whole story, do they? I mean, we've all seen projects struggle even with certified teams on board.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really important point. While certifications are an excellent starting line, what truly differentiates, especially in senior roles, is that raw, practical, battle-tested experience. We're talking about hands-on work, the kind that tackles the really gnarly problems. Think about optimizing a smart job that's just ballooning cloud costs because it's using memory inefficiently. It's not just knowing what executor memory is, but understanding how, say, misconfigurations can lead to costly data spills and knowing exactly which knobs to turn to actually fix it.
Right, the practical application.
Some managing complex streaming pipelines, trying to get end-to-end exactly once processing guarantees, even when systems inevitably fail, that's tough. It's about solving hard problems like data skew in production, which can kill performance, or implementing really robust CI/CD workflows for Spark that genuinely automate testing and deployment, not just, running a simple script.
That's where it gets really intricate, yeah. And sometimes, for companies, bridging those deeper skill gaps, well, it often requires bringing in external expertise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Expert consulting support can play a key role there, helping organizations move beyond just getting Spark running
Yeah.
to scaling it wisely, governing it properly, and maybe building up their internal teams for sustainable high-performance use down the road. It's like bringing in someone who's seen, I don't know, 100 different Sparks in the wild.
Mm-hmm. And if we connect that to the bigger picture,
Yep.
for enterprise leaders, the investment in talent isn't just about ticking a box for a certification, not at all. It's about strategically acquiring or maybe cultivating talent that brings both things. That validated knowledge and the proven ability to solve real-world, high-impact problems. Think of it like hiring someone who not only knows the blueprint inside out, but has actually built the house already, on time, under budget, and made sure it's resilient to whatever storm comes along.
So for you listening as a data professional, the formula for standing out becomes pretty clear then. Start by getting genuinely hands-on. Really dive into real projects. Build a resilient streaming pipeline. Optimize that batch job that everyone complains about because it runs so slow. Rigorously validate your data quality. Automate those deployments until they're absolutely bulletproof. Then, strategically layer on certifications. Things like the Databricks Associate Developer or maybe cloud-specific credentials. These formalize your broader skill set and, importantly, signal that foundational knowledge. Together, these pieces build a portfolio that really truly screams expert, much louder than any resume ever could. So wrapping this up, what does this all really mean for you? If you're serious about excelling in this whole Stark ecosystem, or you're looking to hire that top-tier talent, or you want to elevate your own career, the key isn't just knowing Spark. It lies in strategically combining that validated knowledge with deep practical experience, the kind that tackles the hardest challenges head-on.
Which I think raises an important final question for you to consider. What's the one messy Spark problem you're going to roll up your sleeves and solve, or maybe the one strategic certification you're going to pursue next that will truly unlock your next big opportunity? Food for thought.